you guys. Welcome into the channel. I hope y'all are doing great. Let's go ahead and jump into this, my loves. Phase 1 is the title of this read. Y'all, when I got this message, it made me feel so good, okay? It shifted a reality for me, all right? Now, let's get into it. If you didn't, over the past 2 weeks, I feel, if you haven't tapped into the frequency of healing and recovery over, like I said, the last 2 weeks or so, maybe even the last, I'm going to say at minimum the last 2 weeks, if you haven't tapped into that spirit of and frequency of healing and recovery, you were doing it all wrong. Okay. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. All right. But if you didn't, and instead you tapped into the spirit of like things like gossip, drama, spilling tea without a real purpose, then this next week will be difficult for you. Okay. I'm hearing dun dun dun. Okay. It will be difficult for you. All right. Now, if you didn't take the opportunity to tap into a healing frequency and take time to self-reflect this past few weeks, this next week will be hard for you. In this phase that God referred to me as phase 1, we were all being tested. Okay. I posted in the community board the day after I got this message. And I said something like, you were being tested. Some people didn't know. Hell, I didn't know. I didn't know we were being tested until the test was complete. We were all being tested and initiated into this next ascension. Now, God, he kind of gave us a clue, but this is what he did. He's so masterful. Whew, he's so masterful. So let me explain. God had told us roughly about 2 or 3 weeks ago that he was going to equip us. I remember saying it in the read. I said, God is equipping you with the secrets of your enemies. He's equipping you with this. Now, what God did not say to me to say to y'all is that he was weaponizing it, that he was equipping us with it for us to weaponize it. He gave us free will of choice, right? So some people took that information of the hidden secrets of their enemies and they weaponized it against their enemies or the adversary or people that they consider to be lesser than them, because they wanted to hold some type of power or authority over them. So they weaponized their trials. They weaponized their challenges. They weaponized their struggles. They weaponized their obstacles. He was testing these people. He was testing us. He was testing us to see how you would respond with power. There's a saying, and I probably quoted it all wrong, but you guys will get the point when I say this. So I wrote it as, you can judge a man's true character when you see what they do with great power. But I feel like it's something along the lines of a measure of a man is measured by what they do with power, with great power. Something along those lines. Y'all probably know what I'm talking about. So drop it in the description box, as a matter of fact, because I would love to know the real saying, right? The real quote. Some of y'all's true colors, man, some of these people's true colors showed through this test. They showed you their true colors because they became full of their ego, full of negative talk, whether self-talk or gossip. They became enraged with jealousy, engulfed by jealousy, envy, fear. They spread this fear, projected energy, spread rumors, projected hate. They even told lies or half-truths on some of you all without knowing the full detail or the full scope, or without, I feel like the main thing they did is they weaponized something that God was using to strengthen you. Now, others realize that you weren't perfect. My hand is raised. Confirmation. I realized I'm not perfect. And you know what I did? I honored the process by choosing not to judge those that were in the thick of their spiritual journey or still awakening. I feel like some of you all chose that same road. You turned inward, you turned into that frequency of healing and recovery and love, and had compassion and forgiveness. Regardless of what your response was, it was a test. Some failed and some passed. If you've made it this far into this read, I feel like I can safely say that you've passed. Because those that didn't pass the test, they've already clicked off the reading. It's only 5 or 6 minutes long, right? Now, God says this was his way of weeding out the snakes. I hope that y'all enjoyed this read, my loves. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. The numbers 25 and 32 are very significant. Also 11.